You've probably seen a lot of controversy in news media about the Don't Tread on Me flag, otherwise known as the Gadsden or Hopkins flag. Let's talk about the true source and origin of this flag and why some people might be considering it racist. In a nutshell, this flag was created as a sign of solidarity and unity against Britain during the American Revolutionary War. It far predates the Confederate flag and it only predates our Stars and Stripes flag by 1 year, being created in 1775. So its roots are in the Revolutionary War, not in any kind of racial discrimination. The flag is named for Christopher Gadsden, a South Carolina delegate to the Continental Congress, who designed the flag in 1775. Gadsden gave the flag to Essex Hopkins, who would become the commander-in-chief of the Continental Navy. He used the Gadsden flag as his own personal banner, flying it on the mast while he was aboard, and the Continental Marines also used the flag during the early part of the war. The Gadsden flag has long been associated with revolution. It's associated with the ideas of individualism and liberty. As far as the rattlesnake imagery, it's widely accepted that it was inspired by Benjamin Franklin's Join or Die political cartoon, which was published in the Pennsylvania Gazette in 1754. The cartoon was meant to unify the colonies against the British. There are other stories of rattlesnakes being used quite prolifically back in the colonial days. There's a story that goes that the rattlesnake was printed on the head of the drums of a Marine Corps, and a few other stories, but the most widely accepted is that the symbolism comes from the Join or Die cartoon. So why has this Revolutionary War era flag been branded as racist in modern times? Well, one of the arguments is that Christopher Gadsden, the creator of the flag, was a prolific slave owner. Unfortunately, that argument doesn't hold water because a lot of the founding fathers were also slave owners. Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington. By that logic, our money should also be branded racist since we have Jeffersons, Benjamins, and Washingtons. In fact, the rap community seems to love their Benjamins, even though he was a slave owner. Now, the confusion around the Gadsden flag probably comes from the Civil War era. The Confederates adopted the Gadsden flag as their unofficial symbol during the war. They would often fly the flag into battle against the Union. The Union created their own flags featuring eagles devouring the snakes. Many people in modern day associate the Gadsden flag with the South, the Confederacy, who at the time were pro-slavery and fighting against abolitionism, even though the flag has deep roots in revolutionary history. Now, in more modern times, there have been a few prolific instances of the Gadsden flag being called racist. One of them is EEOC and Shelton D versus U.S. Postal Service. In January of 2014, a black mechanic for the U.S. Postal Service filed a complaint because one of his coworkers would often come to work with a cap on with the insignia of the Gadsden flag. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission promised to look into the complaint, but no official ruling was ever created. Fast forward to today, the Don't Tread on Me flag is widely used by Tea Party enthusiasts, Second Amendment supporters, and anyone who gets riled up by the idea of too much government. Nike, yeah, I said Nike, has even used the symbol in the past to promote their participation in U.S. soccer. If we look at symbolism in general, there are many symbols that have been appropriated for other causes. Think to the swastika, widely used by the Nazis, when it was initially a peace symbol for the Buddhist religion. The rainbow flag becoming the symbol of the gay community. Pepe the Frog being shown as alt-right, white nationalist. Even Old Glory, the Stars and Stripes, has been considered a racist symbol in recent years. The problem with symbolism is that flags have the meaning of the individual who is displaying it or seeing it. Because its symbolism is subjective to the viewer, the debate is likely to continue. In summary, the origins of the Don't Tread on Me or Gadsden flag were completely 100% anti-British and pro-revolution. It's clear that the Gadsden flag originated in the Revolutionary War in a non-racial context. Now, whatever context people are assigning to it now doesn't change the history and true origin of the Gadsden flag. If you're interested in standing against wokeness and the censorship of our American symbolism, check out my website down below. We have shirts like this one that says My Rainbow Flag, which shows corrections, emergency services, firefighting, law enforcement, military, etc. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't tread on me. See you next time on Conservative Vibes.